Alright, y'all, man, it's your boy Humble 2 times for me. Back in that video, man, for me, follow the Instagram at Humble 2 times. Now look, y'all, today's topic, we're talking about your higher self is calling you. Now look, for today's video, I want to give a huge shout out to the Most High in general for everything. I'm also giving a shout out to the Most High for wanting to give me these amazing downloads, dropping this amazing good information on me from no cap. I'm also giving a shout out to everyone and to y'all. Y'all literally take energy out of y'all's day to come rock me, showing love, support, you feel me? I appreciate y'all, man. I love y'all so much more than love, always deeply. I'm also sending good positive energy towards everyone. Also, if you want to do a one-on-one consultation with me, just DM me on my Instagram at HumbleAli2times. I'm going to say that one more time. If you want to do a one-on-one consultation with me, just DM me on my Instagram at HumbleAli2times. Let's go ahead and get ready to the video. Your higher self is calling you. Now look, right? What do I mean by your higher self is calling you? What I mean by this is that your higher self is calling upon you, right? But what do I mean by that? What exactly do I mean by that? What I mean by that is that your higher self, right, is constantly calling upon you. What I mean by calling upon you is it's constantly wanting to talk to you. It's constantly wanting to engage with you, right? See, your higher self is God, but it's also you, though, right? See, your highest version of yourself is that thought that you get to go work out. It's that thought that you get to go stop doing something that you know that you really shouldn't even be doing. It's not even you for real, right? Your higher self is always going to lead you in the right directions, right? But we also have a lower self, right, which is called, you know, the ego, or a lower self, right? And a lot of times instead of listening to our higher self, a lot of times we'll listen to our lower self, right? And the thing is, with your lower self, right, your lower self can help you, but a lot of times we don't use our lower self correctly. A lot of times we just listen to our lower self when it tells us to do negative things or to, you know, hurt people and do this and that. But these are things that we shouldn't even be doing, right? Now, when it comes to your higher self, right, your higher self is you, but it's also God, right? Your higher self is your discernment, your intuition, right? Discernment and intuition is the same thing, it's different name, right? So if you're ever feeling like, for example, right, let's say, and I might record another video inside because these nets are all around me, right? But look, right, when you want to, let's say for an example, right, you was finna go to a party, right, but then you just kind of have like a gut feeling, like let's say your stomach just starts hurting. So since your stomach is hurting, you go use the bathroom, and after you use the bathroom, your stomach hurts again, so you get back on the bathroom, and then you just decide to not even go to the party. And then that same day that you didn't go to that party, let's say your homegirl, somebody that you know went to that party, and then they told you the day later that there was a shooting at the party, right? Everything happens for a reason, right? So, you know, it's very important to listen to your higher self, right? Your higher self is that version of you that's going to tell you to get up. Your highest version of yourself is that voice that's going to tell you to keep going and to never give up. Your highest version of yourself is going to tell you to always be yourself no matter what people think or what people say about you or how they look at you or how they judge you or how they feel about you, right? Your higher self wants you to be happy. Your higher self wants you to live the life that you want to live, right? But a lot of times we listen to our lower version of ourselves. A lot of times we listen to the negative thoughts of, oh, you can't do this, or you're not good enough to do this, or you're not good enough for these people, or this and that, right, etc., right? But in reality, bro, you are enough. You are more than enough, right? Stop thinking that you're not enough for people. Stop trying to please people. Stop trying to get people to see where you're coming from, right? So your higher self is calling on you. Your higher self is constantly talking to you, right? Your higher self is that voice that tells you to continue to keep putting in the work even when you don't feel like it, right? Like, right? Whatever your goals is, your highest version of yourself is that voice that's telling you to keep going. It's that voice that's telling you that you can do it, you can make it. But you got to know in yourself that you can make it. It's not just about thinking that you can do it or believing or hoping. Because when you're doing that, you're still not 100%. You got to 100% know, like, this is what it is, and this is going to happen. It's already happened. I already done claimed it, right? Another thing is, too, right, when it comes to your highest self, right, it's your intuition. Your highest version of yourself can be a lot of different things, right? It can be your intuition. It's also God, right? Etc. maybe, right? So what I want you to understand and understand is that your intuition is very powerful. Your higher self is you. You are your higher self, right? But a lot of times we don't tap into our higher self as much as we should. Let's say, for an example, somebody says something that you don't like, right? Let's say somebody says something about you, right? And you don't like what they said about you, right? Now you could get an attitude, right? You could go fight them, right? But what would you hide? But then you decide not to fight them because you think in your head, bro, they didn't put their hands on me. All they did was just say a word, and I know who I am, so I'm not gonna let that affect me. Why would I go fight somebody who, one, didn't put their hands on me, and then two, they're saying something that I know isn't true. I know thyself. I know self. Why would I even let this affect me? So you just went ahead and just walked away in a respectful manner. That's an example of tapping into your highest version of yourself. Because you could have tapped into that negative energy and, bro, I'm going to go show him or I'm going to go show her. Why are you trying to show them something? Why are you trying to prove something to them? Right? That's ego. Right? We're not supposed to be proving anything to anyone. But we do a lot of times because of ego. Right? And a lot of people think, oh, you got to destroy your ego. No, your ego is a part of you. It's your lower self. It's another version of you. It's just a lot of times people don't know when to use their ego and when not to use their ego. A lot of times people aren't being controlled, or a lot of times people aren't controlling their ego. A lot of times they're letting their ego control them. It's a difference. I'm gonna say it again. A lot of times people aren't controlling their ego. A lot of times they're letting the ego control them, right? So it's important to control self, right? Because your highest version is trying to help you. That thing that you've been stuck on, that you feel like you're stuck on, that thing that you've been wanting help with, your higher self has been telling you and been giving you signs on what to do about this situation. But you got to pay attention. You got to pay close detail and attention. You got to be willing to really trust yourself. A lot of times we don't be trusting ourselves as much as we should. We'll trust LeBron James to do this, or we'll trust the Justin Bieber concert or whatever to happen on that certain day or whatever. But we need to start trusting ourselves more. We need to start having more faith in ourselves, right? You want your life to get better? Start trusting in yourself more. Start having more confidence in yourself. And I'm not just saying that to y'all. This goes for myself as well, right? I'm talking to everybody when I say this, right? Now look, right? Another thing with your highest version of yourself, right? It knows your potential. What I mean by potential is it knows that you're a lot better than what you are right now. You might be looking at yourself right now like, man, I'm not good enough, or like, man, I can't do it. But your highest version of yourself know that you got way more left in the tank. You got a whole lot left in the tank. You full on gas. But you thinking you want half or something, or you thinking you want E or something. The whole time your gas on full. But it may not seem like it because while you're driving the car, it's not going as fast as you may want it to go. But just because you're not driving the car as fast as you may want it to go doesn't necessarily mean that you still don't have that gas and that speed to make it go that fast. Right? A lot of times we don't have enough faith in ourselves. Right? For an example, it could start raining right now as I'm recording this video. A lot of people, what would they do if they started recording? What would a lot of people do if they started recording while they're recording? What would a lot of people do if it's raining while they're recording a video outside? A lot of people go inside. And there's nothing wrong with that. There's nothing wrong with doing that. But if you still want to record outside, you can. You see what I'm saying? You see how we put faith in the other people? They tell us, yo, if it's raining outside and you're recording, you might want to go inside and record. So a lot of times we'll put faith and try to go, oh, okay, cool, so I'm going to go inside then. But you just told me. See what I'm saying? I'm giving y'all some examples. Another thing is too, right? How are you going to be the highest version of yourself if you're not even listening to your highest version of yourself? Oh yeah, bro, I want to be a millionaire. I want to do this and that. But do you even listen to your higher self? Do you even move as your higher self? Do you tap into your higher self? Do you tap into that energy of your higher self? Right? Because you can say you want to be the best version of yourself all day, but what are you doing every day? It's not a one-time thing. It's not 4 times out of the week. It's not 5 times, 6 times out of the week. It's not 7 times out of the week. It's every single day. It's 24/7, bro. It's 24/7, right? It's never like a time where like you're not doing something that's gonna like. Well, I'm not gonna say 24/7, but I'm gonna say every day though. I'm not saying you gotta try to work on yourself like 24/7 all the time. Like you're not getting any rest and you're just not like no. I recommend everybody get rest. Rest is very important. But you should be doing something every single day to help you, especially if you're trying to become the best version of yourself, right? Because your highest version of yourself is not thinking that it's broke. It's not complaining with people. It's not arguing with people, right? It's not looking down and making fun of people. Your highest version of yourself, imagine your highest version, imagine the highest version of you, right? If you want to be that way, you got to start moving that way, not faking it, but really moving that way. See what I'm saying, bro? For real. But look, man, hope y'all familiar with today's video. Follow the Instagram at HomeballLuke 2 times. And catch y'all familiar on the next one, man. Peace.